presentation to defend the unit of work based on principles CLIL. The unit is intended for primary school students of second course, students that are immersed in a bilingual learning. The topic developed in this unit is the solar system. We have chosen this topic because it permits us work the 4 C's, the essential elements of CLIL practice: content, communication, cognition, and culture. The main objective is students learn content and foreign language simultaneously, and in this case, in the context the solar system and English. How? Adapting each lesson with adequate materials and the most important, the input and output scaffolding. Just facilitate, for example, the communication between students and spoken and written output. Activities where students work high order thinking skills, and promote students to be interested to know other cultures, other elements, and encourage their awareness cultural. All this through activities and tasks in groups, in pairs, individual, use different resources, etc. The main specific objectives to get in this unit are to identify planets of the solar system, its main characteristics, to compare planets and between characteristics, to create hypotheses, contrast information, experiment, research information, imagine, etc. After this presentation, I'm going to speak about the activities and tasks. It's really important for teaching and learning process. The unit will be carried out in 5 sessions of 50 minutes each one, with 9 activities and tasks. First of all, we start with an activity of previous knowledge, because students have already learned on this topic, the solar system. So we use some pictures and so, but for the students are in context, like introduction in this topic. And after the resources like pictures, some questions. The first content we start is the planets. We introduce with the same, like pictures, and they know main characteristics. But the activity most important in this content is to do a report on planets. The activity consists in 4 age groups. Each one is a planet. And they have to research information, for example, main characteristics, color, size, and location, etc. They have a document that to facilitate the writing output. When they finish this activity, they have to prepare a presentation with their partners, and after their presentation to class, to present to class. After this presentation, they have to do an activity like this one for reflect on their own learning. The next content to work this unit is the moon. For introduce the content, the moon, this part of the content, we use different resources like pictures, song. We will do, for example, brainstorming, outline, and simple activities, but the students are in context with the moon. but the activity most important is discover the moon phases. With this activity, students are working hot because they have to create hypotheses, contrast information, experiment, and okay, it's very funny. The activity consists in form groups of 3 or 4 students, and the students have a document where they have to write their hypothesis, answering some questions, drawing. After finish their document, we start the experiment. The experiment consists in reflect light simulating the sun of the solar system, and we need five big balls to represent the Earth, and around the Earth 4 main phases of the moon. When students see each phase of the moon, they put a card labeled with new moon, crescent moon, quarter moon, and new moon. After finish the experiment, the students have to represent the phases of the moon in cookies, Oreo cookies in this case, and after they have to contrast the information about phases moon they have in their hypothesis. To finish the work unit, we have two tasks that facilitate writing output for the students. They have to think, imagine, remember, write, research information, read, etc. This task is for the students reflect on their own learning, all contents of the unit. This is an example of this task. To finish this presentation, I'm going to speak about the assessment. The assessment is divided in evaluation form, specific criteria, and instruments. The assessment we will carry out is a formative assessment to check the progress of students and identify the strengths and weaknesses of students through monitoring during activities. The main specific criteria in this assessment is, for example, to know, identify, compare planets and its characters, to create and contrast hypotheses, and discover new contents by themselves. And finally, to use and apply new vocabulary and grammatical structures. Line instruments. We use the rubric. And this unit is based on principle CLIL. So taking into account this, the rubric is divided in 4 frameworks: content, communication, cognition, culture. So in content, we evaluate planets, characters, moon, the moon, its characters and phases. And in the communication, the main criteria is the use of the foreign language, communication between students, and writing and spoken output. Cognition, the development of the thoughts and the active participation, and criteria, for example, judging, justifying, questioning and answering, designing, modifying, etc. And to finish this presentation, the culture, where in this case we evaluate the development, the tolerance and understand in a globalist world. The interest to know and discover other cultures, other elements, cultural, etc. So that's all, and thank you very much.